keeping it real like a gloomy Manhattan day. Ooh, what's up and what's going down? How y'all doing today? Bringing you another episode of NBA 2K18 Legends. My league, Magic Johnson, Sidney Moncrief, Joe Johnson, George McGinnis, and Robert Parrish for the Trailblazers. We got Stephen Curry, Michael Jordan, Giannis Antetokounmpo. You got Tim Duncan and Wilt Chamberlain here on your Chicago Bulls. And I don't know why, guys, why I wanted to say something random at the start of this video, but you know what? I think I like it. I think I'm gonna start doing it at every video, just to keep you guys on your toes. I don't want to get into this routine that everyone can figure out, so let's go ahead and do it. Of course, I say that, but I'm gonna be playing an NBA 2K game every single video. But anyways, let's just add a little bit more flavor in this series and see what we could do. Magic Johnson. Oh, no. Sidney Moncrief takes the ball away from Michael Jordan. Both MJs in this game today, and both of them are the leading candidates for the MVP race in this my league. And guys, my oh my, what a wonderful day. This is going to be crazy. It's going to be incredible to see who becomes the MVP. I'm not going to let you know who number 1 and number 2 is. I think I'll leave that more for a surprise at the end of the year, or at least the 2K18 My League year. So that's going to be interesting and going to be fun to watch. And we're just getting boards like crazy. Look at Tim Duncan. Look at Timmy D and Wilt Chamberlain beasting on the boards. Stephen Curry trying to take Magic. And this is a matchup that I actually wanted to see if it would work out, especially if we meet these guys in the NBA Finals or in a crucial matchup down the line. I wanted to make sure that Stephen Curry could handle his own against Magic. And it looks like Curry can take him off the dribble, but Magic can definitely handle him in the post. He's even taken on MJ down there, and that is a hard task to do. But number 3 in the MVP race, Clyde the Glide Drexler. Putting in the work. I thought it'd be probably like someone like Bill Russell, Oscar Robinson, Russell Westbrook, players like that. But no. It's a man named Clyde. Anyways, Jeremy Lin handling the ball, and this is one of the most fun games I've actually played or watched. I'm not really playing. I'm watching the game go. I want to see how the game develops on its own and see how well I actually built the team. And this was a really intriguing game. It was genuinely fun to watch because it was just back and forth the whole game up until the end, where usually teams do pull away, and it felt a little realistic in that aspect of the game. But I saw a lot of things that we can improve here, especially minutes-wise, and also in system-wise as well. So it was a really fun game to watch and a really fun game to experience. Right now, you see Magic Johnson on Michael Jordan. Magic is in at the 2 spot, and Magic went on one end and put an offensive move on Michael, and then you see Michael coming right back on Magic Johnson. And it looks like Magic is really easy to beat off the dribble, either in the post or on the perimeter. He's just not as quick as a lot of the guards, especially guards like Stephen Curry, and he's not as adept to guarding guys like Michael Jordan in the post, because Jordan's a beast in the post. So I've seen a couple things that we can exploit, especially if we see these guys later on down the road in games that actually matter. But it's gonna be fun to watch, gonna be fun to see. Maybe I'll put Michael Jordan in at shooting guard on an occasion, or maybe even Giannis at shooting or at point guard, and put Steph at shooting and Michael at small forward against this team, because this is going to be an intriguing matchup to watch. And Moncrief going all the way around, up, down, and around Stephen Curry to end the half, and Magic getting his highlights shown. Who's that? Who's that in the corner? Knocking it down, splashing it home. Hashtag bars. I'm saying these bars like crazy, and that was a steal to start off the game. And I think that set the tone for this one right here. But Sabonis knocking down threes. I'm liking seeing that. Sabonis is stepping up his game. And one thing you guys don't really notice, because I don't show a lot of Christian Laettner highlights. Christian Laettner highlights. That guy was actually an all-star. I went and looked up his record, or you know, like when you go into, like, you press a button on 2K and it shows you their attributes and all that stuff, and it shows you their accomplishments and years left in the contract. He was actually an all-star, and I remember him from college. I didn't watch it personally. I wasn't really into basketball at that time, but I watched his, I don't think I was even alive at that time, or I was, but I was like 4 years old. Or no. I was just born. Yeah, the 1996 Dream Team. Yeah, I was just born. So I wasn't alive at that time. And I saw some highlights from his college days, and this dude was a beast. Christian Laettner was killing it in college. He went to the NBA. He became kind of a bust, but afterwards he ended up remaking his career in Atlanta, and I think he became an all-star there in Atlanta, and he actually had like a 10, maybe an 8 or 12-year career, something like that. He actually wasn't as much of a bust that people kind of give him credit for, and I can't say that with a straight face because you can't give someone credit for being a bust. I mean, come on now. But yeah, he actually had a decent NBA career after from where he started. I think he started on the Timberwolves, I want to say. I'm not too sure about the details, but he did have a lackluster start to his career. Ended up turning things around. He wasn't as athletic. I want to say that word. He wasn't as athletic as a lot of the other guys in the NBA, but he was able to space the floor. He was able to rebound. And he was able to do some decent things on defense later in his career. Able to make a difference on some okay teams, not great teams, but Christian Laettner, good job to you, making the all-star team actually in his career, turning it around and making a name for himself in the NBA and not just in college. But yeah, this dude was on the Dream Team. He was actually the 12th member on the squad, if I remember correctly. Never really got to play, but just to have that experience, imagine being the one guy on the team that gets to soak up all the knowledge from all the other players, and Magic Johnson, and one getting the foul on the ground. He put his body on the line right there. Magic putting in the work. He's actually trying to be a beast right now. And, ooh, mamacita on the ground, putting it all on the line. Baker has the ball, passing it out to Magic. And Magic with a two-pointer, knocking it down, giving the Portland Trail Blazers the lead. This is where things start to go wrong for us, guys. There's Michael's shot. It gets rejected. We just couldn't keep up with the Trailblazers. I liked what I saw. Gordon Hayward trying to get that rejection on the 7-footer is just funny. But I like what I saw in the first 3 quarters. Eventually, the momentum just carried it away. I think we could have really had a much more decent attempt at it. I think we just, sometimes it doesn't go your way. And this game, it really just got away from us. But I like what I saw. They got Luol Deng, a prime Luol Deng. They got Moncrief in the corner, and he was just knocking down shots. You can't stop that. There are times when things just go wrong, and this was one of those times. Sometimes the teams they keep making shots, they keep getting stops. Hashtag bars. Almost. But, yeah, look at this right here. Boom. There was a guy perfectly in position, but Giannis jumped just a bit too soon, and they got it. So, you can't really get too much. You can't be too mad about this. Joe Johnson and Magic Johnson, J&J, just really poured it on us, and we couldn't stop them. It was tragic. Joe Johnson, though, really underrated, especially for his career. I don't think a lot of people, other than his Atlanta days, really gave him a lot of credit for what he did. But in Brooklyn, he was pretty good there as well. I know he was nearing the end of his career in a sense. He was a lot older, maybe not in his prime, or at least in the later years of his prime. But Joe Johnson was an absolute beast. I remember when that guy used to average like 24, 25 points, and he was kind of almost around the same averages as Kobe Bryant. But honestly, like, you wouldn't give the ball to Joe Johnson when you have Kobe on the same court with you. So, like, Kobe was definitely up way above Joe Johnson. But Joe Johnson, for what he did, was, I would say at a time, he was either the number 2 or the number 3 shooting guard in the league. There was Kobe, there was Dwayne, and then after that, maybe Ray Allen. I don't know, maybe you'd put Joe Johnson up there. So there's definitely discussion about how good Joe Johnson actually was in his career. And I really loved watching Joe Johnson play, especially on those Hawks days and later on in his Brooklyn days. Now in the Utah Jazz, he's actually still a closer-type player, putting up good production numbers for the Jazz, especially in crunch time when they need him to score those baskets. And we end up losing 64-58. We weren't able to come close to the Trailblazers. But with that being said, 64-58, the final score. Hashtag bars. Michael Jordan really sad about this game. head down, hands on his hips, and Magic celebrating like crazy. Can't believe they actually pulled out a victory with that magnitude. I did like seeing some of the things that I saw there, especially the fact that we can take Magic off the dribble, and the fact that we can also take him in the post with Michael. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. Maybe change our offense up a little bit, add a little bit more pick and roll. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Jordan with 34 wasn't much of a slouch in this game as well. He fought hard. But with that being said, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next episode, guys. I really enjoy making these videos for you guys. Adios.